This is the Podium, broadcasting straight from Silver Springs, Bugolobi. Today, the cast is set, and I want everyone to introduce themselves. But first of all, as you watch Gwalaba, Itamuno, share with your friends and let them know we are watching. Invite more to watch so that you follow.
Even those who are sharing, you can pause, watch, and then you share after.
Exactly. So, I would have wanted ladies first. So to stand the our guest.
I said I introduced myself. Angella Katatumba.
That's Angella Katatumba. You already know. Podium. You can share with your friends. Let them know who is on the podium. Then
Casey Berry.
That's Casey Berry.
You're not the only lights here.
The only?
Double lights. We are giving these men lights. So.
You mean we are dark? We are that dark. Anyway, Mr. Owen.
Yeah.
As a Roman, first time I know.
Anyway, I'm Uncle Owen. I prefer to be called Uncle Owen.
Uncle Owen.
Yeah. I'm Uncle Owen. Welcome to the Podium, guys. As usual. Wano, Chukweda one.
Why Uncle Owen?
But I'm an uncle.
Yeah, Zambo Lincoln Jr.
Yeah?
I'm here as usual.
And the ones who choose that is. Anyway, guys, we are live, reporting one. By the way, in Wajisa Silver Springs, over in parties or in weddings or in not just no later when I was a new kids park one. You can bring your children, one hour not Java, swimming pool, gym, everything, and get the ambience of the place. So, the road winner, Miss. Rajmi.
No, you're single. I'm dating, but I'm not married.
Okay. Winner Miss Angella Katatumba. When you get in here, I don't know if you get what comes to your mind.
Trending.
What comes to your mind when I speak the name Angella Katatumba? I don't know, but you can tell us.
Angella Katatumba trending.
Jamaica comes to his head. I don't know why. What comes to your head?
Chips and chicken. Tell me that's what comes to my mind.
Chips and ketchup.
Chips and ketchup comes to mind.
Ketchup.
Well, what comes to my mind is money. I don't know. You can tell us what comes to your mind.
You know, between them of our
Anyway, whoever is watching, I see Genius Slave, you're watching, share with your friends. So, I want us to start okay, of course, we start with fire. What's trending? Saga, I hate introducing this part because it becomes a little bit.
What do you mean?
Okay, you all know what happened.
We don't know.
When Angella Katatumba got in an altercation with the Kitchen Tonight staff,
Chicken tonight.
Chicken Tonight, I said what?
You said the kitchen.
And
you've been doing that thing the same.
Chicken Tonight. Sorry. It was Kabalagala, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know Muntu Munyomba? So, so Chicken Tonight, you know what happened? Then video Nezifoloma, you saw what happened still with the Jamaican Kuziki. Is it the name? Kuziki, as she says. And then there are some other videos. There's Fuluma, there are, I don't know what you can call it. By the way, if you're watching, you can log in on our website and follow up with the stories. So, for what happened? First of all, Angella Katatumba, when that happened, she went to police, of course. She reported the matter, and the people who battered her and Kuziki were arrested and taken to jail, Luzira to be exact. Then there was a court case, of course, and Angella Katatumba wants 1.1 billion in compensation for damages and what? Damages and what?
In compensation,
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, and damages. So we ask first of all, is 1.1 billion too much, or is it is it okay? Is it little? Is it too much? Or is it is just fine? Another thing, what do you think Katatumba should do? Miss Katatumba should do when it comes to, because there are fans out there saying 1.1 billion is too much, first of all. Then they are saying that as chicken tonight, they don't have a case to answer as the house. You understand? That the people who wrapped you up are persons, not companies. But in your statement, I saw kitchen tonight many times.
Chicken tonight. Can I answer that very quickly? Do you remember when?
No, wait. You'll answer that later.
I thought it's okay.
Okay.
You want to
No problem.
You remember when the boys went to Luzira?
Yes.
And you remember Chicken Tonight putting a statement as management in the papers?
Yes.
So obviously showing you that they are responsible for their employees. So that answers that.
But let me ask. When you went to, when did you go to court? When did you take the matter to court? Because it happened.
The hearing hasn't yet, because we went to on 8th of June, 8th of May, when the guys had been released from Mozilla.
Yes.
But that was just for a bail application, which is a constitutional right. There's no problem with you for getting bail.
Okay.
But the actual hearing starts on the 11th of June.
11th of June.
So that's the criminal case. Now there is a civil case where you can see these Chicken Tonight took responsibility by apologizing for their employees in the papers because they knew that we're in trouble now. So of course now there's that criminal case, there's that civil case where who's paying for the damages? I'm going to IHK. There's a letter saying I have to go for 2 years for managing.
I think you're going too deep. I want us to go bit by bit.
How they are responsible.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I want you to go bit by bit. So, because there are people watching for the first time, there are people in Russia, there are people wherever they're watching from, who may not know exactly what happened. Could you please take us a bit through what happened?
Hey,
From the night.
From the night, okay.
Because I heard you were from studio. You are from studio?
We were from studio.
So from that point,
Okay,
up to today maybe.
Okay, from studio, we finished the audio.
You are recording a song with him?
Yeah, I had the whole week. We were on program because these guys were leaving back to Jamaica. So it was all about studio, like mad.
First of all, so I'm going to cut you very many times. How do you meet Kuzi?
I met actually his manager who introduced him to me.
Manager where?
No, his manager,
Sorry.
Don Dada, who they flew in with. So they come to the Anthony B show, and then the manager was like, Kuzi is extremely talented. Kuzi has a very powerful voice. Kuzi has sings with people like Beanie Man, Busy Signal, Anthony B. You know what I'm saying? Kuzi is that talented. So the manager was like, we heard we are shopping around for somebody with a good voice, vocalist, blah blah blah, and we've been recommended to you. So that's how the manager met me, called me up and said, can you come to the studio?
Yes.
So I said, okay, no problem. That's how we met. And then when we started singing, everybody was very blown away with each other's
chemistry.
Actually, yeah, musical chemistry for sure. For sure,
Okay.
that one. 100% I cannot deny.
Okay.
And his voice amazing. He also completely loved my voice, so it was perfect.
Okay.
So anyway, so we did 2 songs.
Okay.
We did They Don't Care About Us, and the audio, and the video also we shot in a week. All this is happening in a week and a few days. And then we shot the Out of My Head audio, and then we actually finished the audio on April 1st, the day we were beaten. And then we shot the...
You were beaten on Thursday.
Yeah, it was like a joke.
What was the problem?
You know, it was like a joke, but like, is this true or is it real?
Okay.
But it was true, unfortunately. And then we had to shoot the video in 2 days. And then Kuzi had to fly out on the 4th. So that's the program we're on. So we're excited, we're coming from the studio, we finished, we were on program, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, sometimes in the studio things can jump. Where you can't get the key right, you can't get what, they're like, you know, come tomorrow. Then over the studio guy can say, you know, tomorrow I'm busy. Things can just be off schedule. We were on schedule, we're there all day, till 4 o'clock, not eating, no what, just tired. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, you're moving on that rush.
Yeah.
So finally, like the night before, I had my security, and we went to Chicken Tonight, and we got takeaway. So we just got takeaway, and we left. Then the security dropped Kuzi at his hotel, and dropped me off at my hotel. The next day, But anyway, you know, there was, you wonder and you said, God, why? Of all days, why? I'm always with my security. Always. Of all days that day, I said, you know what? Since tomorrow we're busy organizing for the video shoot for the next day, let me drop you off, and then I'll drop Kuzi at his place, and I'll take myself, because we're just going like we're around, everything is around. You know what happened? We enter the place, excited, happy. After that, we sit down. We order chicken and chips and 2 beef samosas.
And ketchup.
Now this one we ask for ketchup. And the funny thing is I'm obsessed with ketchup. I can't eat ketchup.
Okay.
So we sat down, and then both of us were like, we need ketchup. So he brought the little packs. And then we're like, since we're sitting, can you bring the bottle? The guy said, no problem. He brought us the bottle of what we thought was ketchup. So we asked him, this is ketchup? The guy's like, he was not bothered, eh? So then we put a lot of the ketchup in the food because we thought it was ketchup. Only to find it was chili. So that we're like, eh. And you know when you're expecting ketchup and it's chili, it's a whole different story. So we were already very excited. So we're not that angry. We were just like, hey, guy. So when we called him,
Wait a little bit to cut you short. Was ketchup or tomato sauce on the table or
when we asked for the first time, they brought the little packs, the ketchup. And then we asked separately for the bottle. Since we're staying in, can we have, more ketchup since we're sitting down? So the guy brought chili. We put the chili in the food. To taste the food, it's like, oh goodness. You know what I'm saying? So now we call the guy back. The guy's like, you know that kind of thing, that attitude. You know Ugandans, already in the day, you go to Ugandans, we have a horrible work attitude. And I'm always fighting with my employees about this. Visitors, guests walk into your place, instead of treating them like kings, we're all looking for money. You're like, even everywhere, in Kampala, this is the attitude.
Not in Kampala, the whole country.
Thank you. This is the attitude in the day. So imagine now at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's worse, a billion times worse. So the guy was like, we're like, but no, the food is ruined. So now, of course, Kuzi now starts saying, where's the manager? Like, what's going on? The food is ruined. You can't even say sorry. The guy was like, so finally, I saw him like getting irate. So I called him. I asked the lady at the counter, I'm like, manager, you what? She goes, manager, who you? She looked behind. The manager is dead asleep behind her. Dead asleep. So I'm calling the manager like 4 or 5 times. Exactly. Now, but there's a real footage. There's the whole, where you see the whole hour footage of everything. He's asleep from the minute we walk in. Everything. He's dead asleep. So I'm calling him like 4 or 5 times. He's ignoring. So we remember we're happy. We're high, excited. So we're not that irritated, but we're like kind of like getting there. So now I'm calling him and I'm like, so I'm just being cheeky. So there's a wall right beside me. I get the chili. I didn't even spill it, nothing, because it was close. It's the bottle. You pour it. You know those plastic bottles. So I put it on the wall next to me, not behind me, where he was, not in front, next to me, to get his attention. And I got a jar, like by the sixth time. And then he wakes up. He's like, I saw him waking up. Then he comes to ask your new name. This is customer service. It is so funny. So the guy comes, he's like, what? So then we try to start explaining, and but see, Kuzi, being Jamaican and Nigerians, you know how they talk. It doesn't mean they want to fight, but they're just aggressive as they talk. So I don't know if this guy got scared. I didn't understand that story. So the manager, as Kuzi is explaining, the guy's now calling the waiter to surround Kuzi. So I'm like, things are going fine, yeah? So I get up and I go to the counter. That's where the fight starts, that whole scene. So if you watch me on the counter, don't watch with the Luganda version of forget that exaggerated version where they were trying to over-exaggerate the story. Just watch like nobody's talking. You see me at the counter, I'm trying to talk to the lady. Like, I'm calm, I'm cool, because I know that it's not that serious, guys. So I'm talking to the lady, I'm like, going, now the manager is taking things far. Why can't you just say sorry? Nobody even wants the food, we've already binned it. Nobody even wants it, because we've ruined it, it's binned. Just say sorry or something. You can see the tourist is losing it. Like, what's up? Then as I'm talking to her, Kuzi comes in my face. You can see him like, yo, what's going on? Like, in my face, I'm like, if you see my hands, I'm like, Kuzi, like, relax. I got this. Like, I got this. For me, I'm thinking we're on zero, negative. So I'm like talking to the lady, and then the manager comes behind the counter. So the manager comes behind the counter, and then the manager comes behind the counter. And the lady's like, I don't know what she was even saying. But the manager was busy calling people. Only to realize he was calling the watchman. By then I didn't know who he was calling. He was calling. So this guy comes in red, dressed in a red sweater. And he's so angry, eh? He's talking in his language, he's talking what? But he's so angry. then there's when he said about something, why we beat them, why they get up, why we beat them. Then there's when if you can see my hand, I'm like,
Just a moment.
hey, guys.
What language were they speaking at that time?
My idea, I don't know. All I know is I couldn't understand what they were saying.
Were you high?
No, everybody asked me that question. I drink alcohol, as you can see. I'm on tequila now. I do drink. Do you know what I'm saying? But on that night, I was a designated driver because I told you I dropped off the security and I was the one driving. So when I'm driving, I feel Kawunyamu, my friend. You know what I'm saying? I can't manage that story. Yeah, and I was driving all the way from Salama Road all the way to Yenga. That's a long way. So yes, I do drink, but that night I wasn't high. I wasn't drunk. And even if you look at that clip, I'm calm. I'm at the counter. I'm like, just before the fight starts, watch the actions. Actions speak louder than words.
To catch a little bit.
A funny bit. I have not even watched the translated bit.
I have.
My idea. You can think we killed the person.
Eating a black pants.
Anyway, congratulations. Whoever is watching, thank you for watching. Please share with your friends. I see you, Centenary Kamushaba, Excess Kayemba, Simbi, Brian Morel says I got roses for Berry and Angela. You can bring them over. It's later on.
These men are so jealous.
Jab Kasole, I see you. Dora Fortunate. Mark Gerald says you're doing a great job. Thank you, Gerard. Jay Godfrey says Choka Angela and that goon.
That name.
The way he was being silly and no. I think we shall get there. Hadi Sengo says, Bulijo, she talks like this. Yes, she does. She's a good lady. Edeline says, can she update us on the issue of the embassy? We are getting there. We want to go bit by bit, but we'll get there. Timothy Kwesi says, happy, hyper excited and too thirsty. Yes, stay on the podium and share with your friends. Let them know. Invite more friends to watch. Sulandaula says he's watching from South Africa. And Namoninde Rose says hi. So those are the people watching. Quite many.
That's great.
Yeah, so we can go forward. So we are at this point where
you had somehow taken us back to where we were sitting.
Yeah.
And actually, even before eating, because we washed our hands.
Yes.
You know? And then Kuzi also tried to wash his hands, and then somehow I think about the thingy came out. But if you watch it without the translation, the guy didn't know what he put on the thing. But the translation was like, no.
He wasn't drunk also.
I'm telling you, it was for business those last few days. It was madness.
Trust me, he looked drunk. Despite the translations and everything, he looked drunk.
That other guy was even actually before that Jamaica.
But I know when he gets annoyed, he's like,
that guy is always
when this
high.
guy talk,
I know that guy is always high.
Couscous is always high. I've met him a number of times, even for their concert.
Anyway,
maybe it's just a Jamaican.
No, what I know, people pick fights.
maybe with me he was very
what I can say
in the studio because I did not.
Personally, what I can say, people pick vibes differently.
Yes.
I've seen people who don't drink, and when you phone them, are like, oh, we can never have and they don't
It's
drink.
excellent.
Now, being honest, I've seen people who don't drink, but Nemo Mulaba, like a person at a moment, Agamba. Okay, a good example is here.
I want to go on record.
Yeah.
I've met Couscous, we've sat together somewhere. Couscous and Nyenjaga. I'm on record.
Okay. Today was.
but he was drunk. He was drunk.
Okay. Whether he was drunk or not, we have her to tell us.
I just know this. I'm just pretty sure.
Maybe with me he just didn't. We just because we were working. Maybe when he's working.
Actually, he gets the
He
vibe when
doesn't.
he's going behind the mic.
Have you seen him behind the mic? In the studio?
Yes.
Zambuke
Yeah, I
alimba.
didn't see him.
Zanga is invisible. Anyway,
I mean, I can't
Get them
do
mask.
No, I'm not going to judge Couscous. But I'm not judging. Kubanga, zinalinda byo kubantu. I'm not going to say I know him like on personal level whatever. No, I don't. But I'm not refute what he says. See, what about when they don't drink? Tufanya mwenge. Takosa any drug.
but they act like they are.
Na yeba abamusanyu.
Yes.
It is a whole different story.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's
So basically, that's why I cannot be quick to judge him and say he was drunk or he was high.
I'm also I'm also not saying he was drunk that day. I'm just saying he does.
Sulandaula, I'm going to
Maybe
update
he
you on
does
the
like
issue.
I do
of
drink,
the
but on that
embassy.
night I'm telling you,
I'm also not saying
Guys,
on that night I wasn't.
Oropodi, I'm
He
saying.
does.
Let's have one
I
out.
was drunk being around you.
Please.
There is that clip that I can't stop.
Okay. Guys watching, we are going to get to the embassy issue. But first, let's go through this.
Okay.
So you say you are at this point where you've ordered the
No, we've
They've
reached the
already
point where
brought
we're now.
He's calling the people.
I'm
The
like,
person they run.
people are saying
Yeah.
to blah,
Yeah, then this guy came, you asked me what language I said. I don't know. All I know is I didn't understand what he was saying.
Okay.
And then I had beat them about what? Then I looked at him and I'm like, if you see my hand, I was on the counter next to my TV guy. You know, I'm taking things far because I would never in my life have imagined or put myself in such a situation. That's what I'm saying. When things happen, the unexpected happens. That's just, I truly don't even regret it. I think that's how just God planned it. I don't know. Because they've never seen me. I never even come for Kavuyo shows because I fear aggressive situations. Now, who would have imagined an aggressive situation in that? In Muyenga, only 2 people in the place, so about 3 people. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, in a minute, I'm like, hey, guy, relax. The guy wasn't playing. In a minute, boom, he hits me. Because remember, that's the reason why they went to Nigeria, and that's why it is the case. Because they are the ones who started beating. As much as the translations were like, no, we tell you, Angela, because you started. Where did they start? When you watch, there's nowhere we started. You know what I'm saying? And there was even, and by the way, if I'm annoyed, when the worst started, you'd have seen me doing something like this or quarreling. But when the fight started, I was watching. I was like this, like, guy, really? Watch. All that is there for the kids. Just watch without the translations, please. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So then the guy started hitting, and I'm like in shock. Then I scream, what are you doing? And then I hold him and stop. As I'm trying to stop him, mama. Somehow the guy pushes me. Then before you know it, the manager comes out of the counter, aggressively while hitting me, throws me out. Then there's that dead spot where they put pussy. You could see a bit of it in the camera. They grab his dreads. They even put like 6 of them out. They grab his dreads. And that guy is with dreads. Hey, don't enter fights. Kubanga. That's your kryptonite. They grab him.
I remember even biblical ones they pulled out his dress. Even Palazzo. I think dread Musisade.
I'm telling you. You know they grabbed him and he couldn't move.
You behave.
But some situations that don't call. Don't call. You may want to behave Zamboki, but if I want to get you.
Exactly. You couldn't even behave. You know what I'm saying? The guy was okay, much as he was quarreling, he was quarreling for his rights.
Okay. So they throw you out.
So as they started beating him like a dead corner, now somehow out. That's when I started screaming. Stop! There's like a dead corner where you can't see much. So I'm screaming, I'm like, stop. So the guy was actually red. I think I was even pulling his sweater. You know when guys are on a guy? When they're on the guy, the manager, the watchman, the waiter. But you even see the guy on the broom, how he stopped and he also jumped into the fight. All of them were on food. So I was behind screaming. So I'm pulling his sweater like, stop. I remember pulling one of, I don't know, no, the most aggressive one. The security guy. Pulled his sweater. And the guy said, you. Then there is you.
You picked on the wrong one.
The guy was like, you. I thought you were going to stop. Mama, boom, he gives me a chikonde. I've been saying kakonde on TV, then I realized why are people calling, you know. Then my manager told me, they don't say kakonde is a small one. They gave you a chikonde.
This one.
Yeah, I'm now learning. Oh. So that's when now the black and white part starts. Boom. So I come out kind of like this. Then I'm about to like, really a woman. One punch, that's enough to knock you out. Enough. So already I was like getting dizzy. So I was about to fall and I held onto something. What was it? The garbage. So I held on the garbage. As I'm there like this, boom, again hits me. I'm like, I fell with the garbage.
Just a moment. There's where you lift. I see there in the video. I'm keeping this factor of the VJ constant. You get that the garbage stuff.
You're talking about that.
And no. There's where you hold that garbage stuff and throw it at the askari at that security guy who was really aggressive. You get the stuff and try to throw it. Yeah. Being that you were weaker, because it looked, to me, my assessment, it looked weaker.
So you wouldn't like stronger.
Yeah, you wouldn't like hit him
like threw me down.
No. Ground.
It's like you're trying to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Like you want to slow it down.
It could look like that.
So the guy becomes a little bit fast.
No, which is true. No, the guy just hit me. I don't know what happened. I went with the garbage. It's the way I went.
Sorry.
Do you know what I'm saying? I just went. And then I'm down. The guy comes kicks me.
Yeah, I did.
And I'm trying to get up. Like, I don't even know what's happening. Like, what is happening? Boom, the guy gets the same garbage and knocks me out. And I hit my head first. That's what happens. Do you know what I'm saying? So after that, I don't remember. Akuzi comes and tries to wake me up. I'm out. Like, I'm unconscious. You know, I became unconscious. And then I think that's what happened. What else? Then there's people police coming. When the police started coming, then the police came.
Who
I see
called the
guys
police?
coming. If you notice, the
manager,
guy
the video
in
shows the
red,
manager.
one of them was called.
It shows the manager. No, in the video, the one I saw, the manager calls the police. Yeah, he calls the police. Then the police comes when this one are going into the car.
Did you talk to the police at that point?
All I see
Oh, you
is
just
men.
went
You
out.
know, just see what was happening in the video. All I see is guys coming. I'm like, Kuzi, we need to. I even forgot my bag. Remember how the manager threw me out aggressively? I left my bag on the counter.
So it's the manager brought the bag.
Actually,
The video shows the manager bringing the video back for you in the car.
Yes.
In the car.
For you in
In
that
the
car.
car. In the
No,
car.
outside the car. He gave it to me and I got it and I put it in the car. You watch that video.
Okay.
He gave it to me as I'm entering the car. He gave it to me outside.
Yeah.
Either way, nobody checked it. So I put it.
In the car.
I'm like, Kuzi, let's go. Kuzi, they're trying calling the police. Come see what they've done. Come see. But me, I don't even know what's happening. I'm like, we just need to go. I think I forgot in my car. Because I remember my mom asking, if they were violent, why did you keep going back? There's a time when Kuzi was trying to get me out. There's some company in black and white. And I kept going back because I wanted to get my bag. You get what I'm saying? Eh? Now, I want to clarify. Everyone's like, you don't move in. I don't
What
move
was in the
videos.
bag? What was in the bag?
By the way, I'm Angela, and I've been hit for so many years. Being Angela Katatumba, I'm not a fool. They are always stealing my things. At the Anthony B show that night, they stole my phone. Thank you very much. I'm just there
From your hands and
with my SIM cards with everything.
They grabbed it.
But I was just at the back of the car like this.
But that's Kampala. It's not.
But that is normal.
Yeah, but
Nowadays, it has
either
become
way,
normal.
all my life then my parents always taught me that your targets just don't move with money. I don't move with money. It's either a card or a plan the next day, or I'll even do credit and say my secretary or someone will send you the money tomorrow. You know, mobile money has helped now these days. Somebody can, you know, I just don't move with money. The most maybe 100, 200 max if I'm to move with money. So anyway, that day, like I told you, we're from studio. In 2 days, we're supposed to shoot the video. So we're already planning for them to get trolleys and everything. So that day, they hadn't even got the trolleys. They hadn't got the trolleys, the lights, the what. The Baltimore wasn't ready. But they had invoiced me already 6 million to shoot the video. So that's why I had the money that day. They weren't ready. They're like, you know what? Since you're going home, bring it tomorrow morning and we settle it for the lights, all that.
So you are catering for the whole video expenses.
Yes.
That one you had with Couscous. That song.
Yeah, because he had his own for him. He did the audio, and then we agreed. Everybody agreed what who would pay for what. But the funny thing is, he ended up even paying because from you they stole the money you saw it. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, yo, you see what happened? Then I paid for the next video because we did 2 videos. So there's a way we just balanced each other out. So that's why I had that 6 million and my 200,000. So that's why it was 6.2.
6.2.
You get it? So
you're asking for
1 billion.
no, the money is, remember, the money is not just for the 6.2 million.
No, I understand.
I'm asking
we'll
for,
get there.
I'm asking for 1 billion. Of course, my lawyers are asking for 100 million. So we're asking for 1.1 billion. Now remember, we get there. What do we do?
No, let's continue.
Okay.
So the money, the bag had the money, 6.2 million, and then they bring it to you. When do you realize there is no money? Okay. After handing it to you, you put the bag in the car and you drive
all that
away.
you can see, all that you can even see.
Then you drive away.
I even saw a footage of. Now I hadn't seen it, but when I now saw the footage, I saw some people trying to get in the car where policemen about what. Me, I'm like, let me get out of here because I'm just scared. I'm seeing men, I'm seeing people. I'm like, let's go, please, let's go.
Angela, you went home straight from there. You didn't go to police.
No, no, we didn't go to the police. I drove Kuzi to his hotel and I went home.
Okay.
My hotel. So I'm just getting ready. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. So I check my bag. My god. The only person I can think, because the last time we had the money was me paying at the counter. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So within that, the only person who had my bag, I didn't even know till I saw the footage, was the manager. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So to me and the police, that's the suspect. You get it?
Okay.
And the technician shows he had my bag for 28 seconds. About 28 seconds, yeah. That is a lot of time because that's a flip bag. It's just a flip bag. There's no zip, there's nothing. It's black, the one I showed you that day. I think we had an interview and I showed you the bag. It's a biggish purse, but it's a flip bag. So it takes a second. And he passed through that blind spot. So you tell me now, really.
So whatever was happening in that blind spot.
Okay, you all watched the video. You all watched the video, and I don't know if there is something she has missed. You can let us know.
Yeah.
But you can ask and give us your feedback.
And do they also allow in that black spot?
Do they
could someone really
do you believe in the?
Or could he have picked?
Do you believe that?
I'm not being biased.
No, I know.
I'm
I know what
to
to the
What
fans.
of the girl that was behind the counter?
That's when the camera was on. How you can see throughout. If
That
you see the whole
was
footage, eh? Because I remember the police called me to see the whole footage.
Angela, when do you go to police?
The next day.
The next day?
Yeah.
With police station?
Kabalagala police station. So that was the second. So we didn't even do the video work, blah, 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 blah. So now the third, after police, is now when, with all our moves and everything, is when we had to go and plan for the video the next day. So that's why I'm wearing shades in the video, throughout the whole video. Can you imagine? Because if you really saw my face and my eyes, they were swollen, they were red, they was terrible.
I was told that the kitchen tonight Chicken tonight guys reported the case first before you did.
They reported what?
No, they actually they're the ones who
they're the
called
ones who,
police.
yes, that's
Calling
true.
is different and reporting is
No,
different.
listen. They call the police. Then the police comes.
Yes, it's
You get
true,
what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
Then she goes there the next
Yeah,
day.
because you can see it on the footage. They're the ones who called the police and the police came.
Yeah. When you went there the next day, were they already biased, or you found some? Or it was like a new case to them?
That's a good question. No, but it's also reported. I don't know, but no, because that policeman, I hear he even has a statement because he had to report what happened that night. So maybe you can explain because there was an incident. He reported what happened that night, maybe. But as we reported, and it was the same thing.
I think to me,
They just called them to do
I
away
think
with
they have
them.
just called the police
To do away with
to
them.
do away with the violence that was
Yes.
happening. Then they never reported the case. Because I'm
They
asking
didn't because
myself
we
this,
reported
like
it.
which case are they
Exactly.
reporting?
What are they reporting?
And it's the same thing.
Someone has
Misbehaving,
stolen
someone's
their chicken.
Someone is causing violence in their
For sure, it's
restaurant.
us who reported.
I just think
But
they
the
called
policeman,
they
I
called
know
them to
very
calm
much.
the situation.
No! If it was to come the situation, on the footage you'll see the guy calling, then he comes in with fire, that's when everything goes
They
crazy.
came, I see them came, they came footing
Hey.
and they came towards the car, like, you know, the fact that there is no like sound, but you see them coming towards the car.
Okay.
And
Okay. To read some of your comments, Arinda Sam says, Angela lost it all. You don't let things take that turn. You should have left the guys and go. But she explained that she had her bag in the restaurant.
And on
So-
top of it, even the fight, another people are like, you could have avoided it. I'm like, how do you avoid something you can't expect happening? It's like me, out of the blue now punching you. Then they say you would have avoided it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't avoid it when
How?
I
When you
have a
can't,
glass here.
when you don't expect, you know what I'm saying? Eh? When you don't expect something to happen ever, how do you
No,
avoid it?
So-
you know, fans, they sometimes want acts like as if it's
They're
a
saying-
reflex action. You know, the reflex
But-
action
but-
just
okay.
happens.
These people are
Something
caught
comes
off
to the
guard.
eye and it
Completely
blinks
off guard, like.
and it goes on.
Joseph Owino, you're watching. Thank you for watching. Chizito Francis says, "Hey, Ambassador of Pakistan in Uganda." Yes, she's
Okay,
here.
that's a good question, actually.
She's here. She's here with us.
Oh, we are going to
Yeah.
get to that.
Yeah.
Myra says, "Come on."
Chari kunkoko.
Come on. Myra asks, what proves you had that money? You know you can't lie now with this technology. There are banks you can't move with such money in the bank. The footage is very real.
Hotel that it's cash in, cash out. I mean,
I think she explained that. So guys,
You know, this is the podium.
this is the podium.
Actually,
They will
like
ask
Angela,
many
But
questions,
no,
just
but
have-
and we shall read
Myra,
them.
let's
Just
be real. What do you mean you can't move with 6M? What is 6M?
so
usually I
Brian White is moving in the bag of
I
money.
know.
You are talking of 6 million.
pausing the bit. Pausing the
Brown
bit
white
of police.
atambula ne
And
moto.
the announcers, what
Okay.
check it out.
Ate
No,
nazibala
so
kane
no.
Angela have a car. She had a car.
Okay, to pausing wali batuse ku police have reported the case to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one.
the next day it's also reported because I have the CRB number and everything.
Yeah, you reported the police, the case file, and what happened after that?
Nothing,
Did
then
they
they-
someone there?
No, I don't know what happened after that. I just now that's me and Kuzi had to now rush and now go and start organizing money again to give the guys for the video.
I see these things happened on 1st April, but they get to come to the social media, to public eye on a little later.
Yes.
Why? Why does
That's a very good question also. Okay, so after the video, after the reporting, we now go and plan for to shoot the video. Who's leaves the next day. So we reported and we left police to investigate. That's it.
I think
Then,
what brought up the other proportion, Angela took her pitch. Because that eye, with a certain
I
eye.
think that was
No, they all
let me tell
came
you everything
later.
at
They all
once.
came later.
Everything came once. Now let me tell you what happened. So me, of course, I'm not ever imagining this to go out. Do you know what I'm saying?
You preferred it stays with it.
I mean, what, are you kidding me? Like, that's the most embarrassing moment. Why would I want that footage out?
Okay.
So, somebody now, one of my supervisors said that on Bouquet Day, these guys, I think right after, had gone to Bouquet Day TV. And there was a story that ran saying Angela came with her man, they ate chicken and failed to pay, and they were beaten. That story ran on Bouquet Day.
That's the first story
Exactly.
I saw.
I didn't even know that. So I think now by then, because we left the police to investigate, I didn't even know about the CCTV, nothing. So I think somebody saw the footage at the police. You know, they are journalists at the police. This is my
That is your
thinking, because it's my statement that was put with the pictures. So I think somebody saw. I said, hey, you guys want to play like that? Eh? I believe that's what happened. That's how it got released. And I'm like,
So
because the pictures we had already given them to the police. That was my statement. And you see what I'm saying? Eh? So I think somebody was like fighting for me. Now what happened is they released it to journalists. I think the police journalists released it to journalists. So I'm at the hotel with my brother. Eh? And then now a journalist from WBS, a former WBS journalist, said to my brother, Alan, I said, we'll see what happened to your sister. And I hadn't even explained it. Oh my God. So my brother gets on, he's like, what? We're going around, like, relax, no, we've handled it, you can see I'm even better, you can see. So this was like after about 2 weeks. It was almost 3 weeks even. It was after a while. Yeah. So like you can
because
see
for me,
better.
I even thought it had happened the night before. That's what I reported, because that's what we were told. You get?
So I'm like, relax. What the hell here? I'm like, relax, this happened. We've already handled the police are managing it. Then that's when now my brother put it on Facebook. And then that's when it went viral. So that's how that went out after some weeks. But if it was me, that would never have come out. I wanted to handle it with police and court privately. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's them who took it publicly out of their guilt. And the funny thing is that, first of all, when they went to report, do you know that they all lied? They all lied, we didn't touch her.
That's what they say.
Wow. All of them lied,
but
we
they
didn't
knew the
touch
video
her.
was out.
No, they didn't know. When we all reported and everybody went.
Okay.
Now the police started investigations. They all said they did not touch me. We didn't know who she was. Nobody touched her. You know what I'm saying? And only one woman said the truth, that they didn't know who she was, but the woman was trying to calm the situation down.
Yes.
One woman said the truth. We didn't know who she was, but she was trying to calm the situation down. That's the only part, the truthful part that came out in their statements. But they were all like, we didn't touch her. So the police were like, come. Then after a few days, after like almost a week, the police were like, come and see people said they didn't touch you. Then I see the footage. I was in shock. I even screamed.
Do you eat peanut?
You don't see it, eh?
Do you eat peanut?
I was like,
do you eat peanut?
Yeah, in Uganda when you deny them.
I do. Yes, I do eat peanuts, but not now, sweetheart. Thank you very much for the offer.
Anyway, going forward, when this breaks out on the news, social media, how do you get that? How do you receive that? Like, what was your reaction the first
of all, it was total embarrassment because I'm like, no, before it broke on the video, when it was sent to my brother, it was like, now, damage control. No, by the way, there's no damage control.
No.
People think it's me.
What I mean, like, when you're like, no.
I wish you knew.
No,
the embarrassment, how to control it.
No, what I'm trying to put straight is, like, when it's out, you're like, why am I calling it damage control? She's like, I didn't want it to be public. I didn't want it to be public. But now it's damage has been done.
How do I handle it?
But I like that. And a lot of people are saying damage control. But it's me accepting interviews. Actually, the funny thing is, for the past week, if you notice, almost week and a half, I was refusing interviews. because my eyes were like this. And then those who aggressively had to get texts and whatnot, if you notice, I had the glasses on with my hat, with my scarf. I'm like, can I find my diplomats? There was a way. You know what I'm saying? I was refusing interviews. Then till I healed and got better is when now I started accepting. But they are like this back to back to back to back. There's no interview I've asked for. It is did I ask? Have I paid for Katatumba? But they're like damage control. There's no damage. I've not done any damage control.
You'll pay after.
Manager,
I'm not prepared.
Okay, this is
You
the
know what I'm
podium.
saying?
Podium,
So maybe it's Jesus, but the Lord fighting for you, like how these guys said they didn't touch me, and then the Lord said, look at the footage. Then they are the same ones who gave the footage.
Okay.
That's the funny thing.
Thank you
So
for
there is always Jesus fight for his people. I'm not doing any damage control. I am just better to now answer questions.
Okay.
And apparently they are billion because it's been going on for almost a month.
Okay. Thank you for that introduction. I think now Mutegera, I don't know. As Mutegera Chetogerako. So a statement was issued, an intention to sue. She was asking for through her lawyers, they were asking for 1.1 billion. Abantu bamwe bagamba, that's too much, Angela. Some people were like, no, it's really not much because of your image and blah blah. Break down the 1.1 billion for them.
Not even the
No,
image,
I think even leave alone the image. Let me ask you one question. How much would you ask for your life?
Thank you.
For my life?
Yes.
Anja we're together.
That is business.
Thank you.
That's
We're together to talk.
1.1 billion. But it's not Chilabanga, it's a lot of money. But let me ask you, out there, even you who is watching, if someone came here and he wants your life, we have
lost people in such a manner.
Yeah,
so.
sure.
someone hits you in the head, you go, you save everything.
I don't know.
After a month,
I don't know.
you're dead.
I don't know why always this happens at the minor security.
I don't know.
Talking about radio, he didn't have.
Talk about radio. You know what I've noticed about Ugandans? I think they're just not fair people. I think maybe we are proven to be bad-hearted. I don't know. Because when radio was in coma, they were dissing radio. And don't lie.
I know, right? Yeah, they were.
Dissing. Oh my God.
He deserves it.
He deserves, thank you. The way they are saying about me now.
Yes.
She deserves it. They were like, radio, he deserves it. Ever fighting. They were, 99% were on radio. Good for you.
Yeah.
Guess what? Radio died. Now they're like, oh, rest in peace. He's a legend. He's the best vocalist.
Best songwriter.
They even started bringing out
It's very
videos of
sad.
him
Very sad.
replying violently to people, and it was very okay.
I said it.
I think fans out there, they also need to
Guys,
understand
really what you
Life
want.
is
You
the
people,
most
if
expensive thing we
anything
have
had
here.
happened to Angela,
Wait.
we would be
I don't
singing
want
a
to-
different song
Thank
right
you.
now.
I don't have videos for a week.
Wait, I don't want you people to categorize it. You see, when you say fans,
The majority.
no, I'm just trying to say don't categorize it because personally, I know Ugandans, we have a problem. It's like it's becoming like a culture. Like we always want things that are negative to
sad.
like to push everything on. And yet, in actual sense, positivity is the way to go. We are so like the whole country is so much into negativity. Not only fans,
So sad.
even those who don't know how to use it, they want to hear that somebody is in this particular position. Which is,
They just want to know you're not fine.
you're not fine.
That's why. That means Ugandans are sadists.
Not sadists. We have
That
now.
is sadists.
It's a character,
If you want,
trust me.
if you want negativity, that means you are
This is the
sadist.
podium.
It's a character.
If you're happy when things are sad, that means you're sadist.
Let me tell you one thing.
So
One
how do
person
we
is going
change
to
that?
tell you. Let me tell you. Even if
Okay.
again takes us to
Angela.
what Owen has been said.
Thank you.
A lot of
What?
negativity.
Because you're dying for the negative point of view.
Thank you.
Because
Whether
you
you
want
like it or not, it's
whatever.
not there.
No one. Let me tell you. When that
Brett.
thing went viral, no one was talking about Angela being beaten. Yeah, she was beaten, but no one was going deep into it. All they were saying, even if the headline went out, it was all about Kuzi. Had Kuzi in.
Who's your position?
Yeah,
Your position.
yeah.
You are doing this.
Yeah.
Look at the fact that because personally, I believe in professionalism. Personally, I believe in professionalism. By the time Kuzi and Angela were doing whatever they did, what I expected was before even laying their hands on Angela or Kuzi, they would say this kind of thing is not acceptable. What do we do? let me call the police that they are peacefully removed out.
That's what we all do in our businesses.
That's what's supposed to be done.
I have guests in my hotel who run mad, break things, just call police because we only have police on ground, and they walk them out.
Oh, in the bars. Are you going to beat people to death? Are you going to beat people to death because they're acting weird?
I understand the point. Myra Simanyira, we should also interview the manager. What not for your chance? Check away number manager.
That's wait, that's wonderful. People who said they didn't touch us.
People, by the okay, break down the 1.1 billion.
We didn't even touch her. Now, how can you accept the 6.2 million? You already denied everything. If there wasn't CCTV, I would do it.
And the money people are saying is too much. Break down the 1.1 billion.
No. Let me break it. I swear. Even me, I'm glad you said that. Life number one is precious. Life number one is precious.
Yeah, that's true.
Number two. Remember, it wasn't just the 6.2 million that was stolen. I have now IHK. I have a referral to go to IHK for the next. Do you know how expensive IHK is? For 2 years. Because you see, when I hit my head, I became unconscious. So my head shook. Yeah. So now I'm now under management to avoid epilepsy in the future. I could be. Do you know the meaning of epilepsy?
No, by the way, I know what
do you know it? Do you know I could be sitting down and I just.
And the interview on your lecture,
you should be
I should be explaining. You know, so there's 2 years of that. Who's going to pay for that? Because your goon has decided to beat me up in your property. You know what I'm saying? That's two. So either I do that, the 2 years at IHK management, and you know these medications have side effects for 2 years. That is a lot.
Yeah.
For therapy for 2 years, such an expensive place. Or, which for me is a better option, I go abroad, maybe in 3 months, go for treatment with more serious machines, and then 3 months treatment or something shorter than 2 years. Either way, it's going to cost me money. So who's going to pay for this? Because you are irresponsible and you hire people and you don't train them that, my dear, they don't beat up customers. You get what I'm saying? So you want me to pay for all that money? That is a lot of money. 2 years, that is a lot of money.
Even if it was 50,000, I would accept you pay.
Thank you. And then on top of it, if you notice, the apology came later when the boys were in Luzira. The next day they all panicked and decided, as management, we need to now say sorry. On top of it, you beat me up, then you go and get, in your footage, you are the ones who own that footage. Yes. You start character assassinating me. You know what I'm saying? You even see they were here, as you can see.
See what they were doing?
First of all, that doesn't justify the beating. You know, then you said, hey, I started it, you know, you now start.
Yes, it's clear.
When everything is clear, you know, then you on top of it, you now damage me. So all these are damages.
That's why I say that even that money is not to me personally, on a personal level, I would say. Because
so that is the 1.1 billion.
If you ask Ugandans to bring radio back, would you pay 1 billion?
No.
Exactly.
Priceless. Priceless.
You know, just that I'm alive now, I'm on the defensive.
What I say is, personally, I believe in imaging. Like, if your image is very important in whatever you do. She's an artist.
Okay.
She's
to get there.
I was.
You were
at the time, yes.
At that time, you were.
Yes, that's true. Very true.
I want us to discuss. You know, you've said the 1.1 billion includes the 6.2 million. Then
exactly. Plus the medical bills. Plus the
damages.
flying abroad. Is this a lot?
Welfare.
Actually, even Mr. Linear,
character assassinating
just
me.
in case.
You beat me. Instead of saying sorry, now you add on more fire. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, guys.
That money.
I want Jagala Budiomu.
So you people
You know it for 2 years. You know it.
Jagala Budiomu. Jagala everyone to give me their own opinion. Sengawa Podium was, first of all, is 1.1 billion too much?
It's actually this. Singa yalinze lwakubanga nze sandifunye baloyo omanye ebintu ebyo naye singa yalinze nandibagambe mugenda kunsasula mpaka.
Was 1.1 billion too much?
To me, judging from the people we're asking to get from, to me it's a lot. Because this people, I don't think.
Are you talking about, so which means you're misguided? You think I'm asking it from the boys who beat me? No.
You're asking it from Chicken tonight.
Yes, they will to me. So you don't think they have a billion?
I really don't think they have a billion shillings.
That's your view? She's asking for more than they can offer?
Yeah, I think Tebazirina. Seriously. To me, I don't think they have that money.
It's 1.1 billion.
From day one, when the story was out, I say there's no way you are going to employ unprofessional people and expect and think that you are not going to take responsibility for the action.
Owen, I'm going
When
to
Alessa,
prepare.
man.
It's 1.1.
No, from day one, I've
No.
been complaining of the same. I've been saying.
No, he's not answering.
He's
He's
telling
not
you.
I'm giving an example. I want to give you a wider perspective of it. Why I think whether the money is much or less.
Exactly.
Omutantegere wacho onagamba bwatyo.
Okay.
1.1 to me it is less money.
Why?
One, Angela, the one she was being punched or pushed, naitingo mutwe. Had we said that Angela yagenze, would you replace Angela?
Thank you. We talked about radio.
Two, was that the best option they had, even if they were behaving weirdly as they say, or like they
And
claim.
even if they say what we were so-called dead drunk.
Thank you. Was that the best way to react? Why did you call police after you caused damage?
Exactly.
Why did you call the police earlier? Say, police, please, we see people here, but they seem they are not okay.
drunk.
Please come and pick them so that the situation doesn't go out of hand.
Okay.
You get it? There were so many other options, but
And
they opted
then-
for to spoil,
Yeah.
then want to correct. So for that case, to me, I think
There's also
one
the issue of image you talked about.
yeah, I talked about image in our previous conversation. I said one. By that time you were in Kosil for is it Pakistan?
Yes.
Something like that. Yes. The other thing, you're an artist, you're a brand. You know, there are many companies that may need brand ambassadors, and I don't think she's not in a position to be an ambassador for any of those companies. You get my point. So basically, you're killing her image. Companies say I don't have to associate with certain person who behaves weirdly in the public and fights, who doesn't pay chickens, money and tips only. You get a kind of point. So basically, you are affecting someone's actually career, and you are saying 1.1.
Okay, our viewers, you can tell us, is 1.1 billion too much, or is it just enough, or too less? Let us know.
Actually,
Are there any comments?
yeah, there are comments. Warsim Ivan is watching the podium. Treasure Ankunda Joseph says, let them pay. Next time they will not go around beating people.
Thank you.
My dear, they'll pay no next time.
She's actually stressing a point.
It could have been your sister. It could have been your sister.
No, she's
Your
actually
mother, your daughter.
stressing a point here
Whatever-
that
whoever the
human
person-
life is very important.
Thank you.
So, Bricks Gift says, Owen hi. Owen of never follow. He also says, Josh hi.
Mami yo, ayo.
Which second brand?
That's roses already.
Which second brand is watching? He says, hi Josh and hi all.
Simanyi obara wasose Josh naye it's fine.
How are they?
Joseph Owino says, a billion is too much. You will bankrupt the company for something that involves a fraction of staff.
That is Joseph's
That's
opinion.
Joseph Owino. That's
Can I
his
reply to
opinion.
Joseph?
Huh?
Can I reply to Joseph?
Linda Kokatono. Mute Michael says, Owen, you're on point. Treasure Ankunda just says, she has come again and she says, it's enough. Thanks you all guys
Thank you
for
for your
watching.
reaction.
Owen, you can reply, Joseph.
Joseph, let me do something.
Now you have to get.
No, he's saying that the company will do what?
Alright.
You're a manager, the decision you make on behalf of the company.
That is where I'm getting.
Just a moment. The decision you make for the company is either profits the company or takes the company down.
Yes.
So when they make the lump sum profit, is he going to call us and say, Banange, we've made a lot of money?
Exactly.
So because they employed the people because they employed people are unprofessional and they acted badly to their cost, they cost their company. So that next time the human resource manager will know which people to
Actually,
recruit.
add on
Thank
Owen's
you.
point. The thing is, if you bring employers, they're acting on your behalf. If you employ someone,
represent you,
you've
yeah.
given him a contract, he's acting on your behalf.
On your behalf.
So if he comes out and he beats me, because if I'm paying, I don't pay the staff.
You pay
I pay the company.
company.
Receipt ejjako chicken
Chicken
tonight.
tonight.
Nekoko gye ntitetebeerako linnya lya staff.
I think time is against us.
Anyway.
I want to go back to the other. Okay, first of all, are you still the ambassador of Pakistan?
No.
How is that
I am,
thing?
I am definitely not. A lot of people are asking about that, which is what I've been saying all along. That I am acting since my father passed, because my father's office was. There's even a certificate of my father's office wherever he sets office, being the official company, the official representative of Pakistan Consul, known by Pakistan. So when my father was not, it was not a briefcase company. That when the head passes, it closes. There's a deputy. So I was acting in my deputy capacity until, which is what I've been saying everywhere, until the president of Pakistan, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan, appoints somebody, and then the pronounced the person to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Uganda, who now announces it to the High Commissioner and me. That's the way things are done. So for the last 2 years, the way the High Commissioner, the way my boss, who was fighting my dad for so many years, tried to get him out of office was so unprofessional, and that's what I was standing against. I'm like, no, my friend, first of all, you don't have the power to close us. Second of all, that's not how protocol is done. And that is why the Ministry of Foreign Affairs allowed me to act, because first of all, there are 6,000 Pakistanis. You don't just close an office like that. Who helps them for almost 2 years? You get it? So for them, they understood that. As usual, the Nairobi who just wants a Muslim, they just wanted a Christian out of that office. He was even always fighting with my dad, but my dad ignored him and started working directly with Pakistan. So even when I was in office, I was working directly with Pakistan. So, like I kept saying, even if you read my statement, there's a statement I put out once. Kimi put like 15 for the last almost 2 years. Me, I put out one saying I'm here as a deputy and I'm the one in charge until the president of Pakistan makes any new announcements. Now, the president of Pakistan made a new announcement, but it was a few months ago. So I got a call from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs saying the president of Pakistan has appointed, have announced Lukia Makadama. That the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have announced Lukia Makadama. Okay. And then we knew about it. We even had functions together with her. You could see on Facebook. I'm there with her. But she was there as proposed. But she had to be vetted for quite a few months.
Goes through vetting.
Yeah.
Were you vetted to be deputy?
No, but it's just my love, because my dad was vetted. So whoever my dad trusts, it's his office.
So
you get what I'm saying?
It's the top guy to decide.
Yes. You see what I'm saying?
Because some people say it's a family business. Blah, blah,
Until now, those are people who don't, the same way they're talking about here. People who just make judgments without knowing and understanding the background. So, yeah, so that's what happened. So my dad was vetted and all that, obviously, and approved. So that's what we're waiting for with Madame. About 3 months, almost 4 months ago actually, we've known. So we're just waiting. Only that you know how life is. When everything happens at once, I'm like, oh my God. It all happens at the same time. But we have no problem with Madame Nakadama, or even with her functions. And we encourage her, and we have no problem. We've been waiting for her appointment. She has been approved. So my office officially closes because it was done in the right channels. And then now she has to take over office. That's it. So that one was in the works. But it's the ambassador of Nairobi who was acting undiplomatically. That is who I was standing up against, because what he was doing was so wrong.
Okay. Now that the case is in court, you say the hearing is
on 11th of June.
11th of June.
Yeah.
Where? Makinde Court. I want us to bite a bit of that. Owen, first of all, because you seem to have... I talked to someone who is a lawyer. He said, even me when I was studying a bit of law, they say, in any case, some cases, company, business cases, there is a company, then there are persons. You understand? And he told me, in this case, people acted out of their own opinion, or should I say. So, there is no way the company can be sued on their behalf, because he gave me an example of when you're in a bar, maybe you're getting into a bar and the bouncer bounces you and you get in an altercation. Then maybe something happens to you, the customer. When you report, is it the bar to answer for that, or is it a personal?
Yes. So can I answer?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking.
We'll come to you.
The person who advised you.
No, not advised me.
Okay, the person told you. His example was wrong. That you are coming to the bar and you are bounced. That's
not the example. Okay, leave the example. The person's company.
Yes. Okay. We company is a name.
Yes.
Company
it's
now, but we are representatives. Once I'm assigned to Mbu, I'm an employee of Mbu. Whatever I do represents Mbu. Yes. That's why they will give me a card as an employee of Mbu, and I'll be able to execute business on behalf of Mbu.
Yes.
Good.
Whatever decision I make, as I told you earlier, whether it is positive or negative, is for the benefit of what? Of Mbu.
Yes.
So who is the person who is responsible? Is Mbu. Angela cannot sue individuals. Yes. If Angela had met those people outside there when they were doing their own things, and those things happen to me, the little law I know and the little logic I have, yes, I would call it that, because I can't say I have much. Angela would sue those persons individually.
Exactly, yes.
If it didn't happen in the premises.
If they did it like they were off duty, they were out there,
Yes,
and they met
exactly.
Angela. But they were
but
this
they
time,
work alike.
the people are talking about people who on duty, night shift. The manager is around.
Actually, the
Security
manager
guy is there.
No, Owen. The manager is around, but asleep.
Whatever it is, whatever. Those are
And you
okay.
walk up and talk about
Whatever it is, whatever it
I'm
is.
just stressing a point. The manager is around, but asleep.
He's there. He sees.
He's actually unable to watch his
He
stuff.
sees whatever is happening.
He didn't see. He
Wait,
woke up when things came up.
He wakes
No,
up.
he saw- he saw
He
a
sees
bit
things
of it,
happening. What does he do?
Yeah,
He
it's
waits,
a bad.
damages is done.
Yes.
Then he calls the police. Imagine. That is very unprofessional.
Now you need a Kalika sport, Kalika
And
managed
can
camera.
I
Just
thank you,
go
and can I answer that?
Okay.
The
Manage.
perfect answer to that is even chickens might know that they're liable. That's why when they saw things got hot and the boys were in Luzira, they ran to New Vision and put almost half a page of "We are sorry as management. We are sorry. We don't condone it," because they know that what happened was wrong.
Angela,
Exactly.
I
And
need
they
no.
are
Let me answer.
responsible.
Let me
No,
attack.
I'm finishing.
I'm
And
trying
they
to
are
give you a
responsible
simple
for their
scenario.
employees. That's why they apologize on behalf of their employees. So now they're going to have to pay for their employees' actions.
For me, I think about that. The company coming out and defending its house as a brand. I think after these things leaking on social media, we saw people saying let's boycott, stuff like that. Let's boycott chicken
Yeah, we
tonight.
have to.
Then I think as a company, of course,
So
your
we gotta
response.
go over there.
Okay, of course, people come out to when they come out to say that let's boycott. As a company, you're concerned. Then you have to come out and apologize in any case.
No, but
What are you
Josh,
saying?
Josh.
The fact is they
No, no,
apologized
even-
to
the human
Angela
minute.
Katatumba for what had happened on their premises.
Okay, Stuart.
Let me just-
Persons and
Because of
company.
their
Talk
employees.
about that.
No, let me just bring it in a very local way and a very simple way.
And please do, because I'm tired of this
You know,
saying,
Owen,
where does she think you'll get the money
if your
from?
father has a
The
farm,
money is there.
Owen, if your father has a farm and you go out to rear cattle, you actually encroach on someone's property. Do they take you to court or they come to your father? When your father has a farm of cattle, you go out
Owner
to
of the
rear.
farm, the owner of the farm.
You go out to rear those cattle,
father's cow.
and they can go outside, outside your premises. They encroach on someone's crops or
Nebali
what.
amadu.
Nezidi amatoke, buli
Basiba
kimu.
farm.
Basiban.
Farm.
Basiba
Farm means the owner.
The owner,
The manager
not
is
you,
the
but
manager.
your father.
Angela,
The owner. The owner.
No, I'm telling you. Gamba kwe.
Ah, no. Wait, just a second.
Let me finish my point.
30 seconds, please. 30 seconds of your
You're
time.
very right. Okay.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
I'm just trying to bring
Bebe
it on a
Kulu
very
was
local-
shot, but was it this police?
Let me ask Josh. Let me ask Josh.
I'm not putting it on you.
No.
Let me give a very simple
Josh, let me ask
example.
you. Let me give you an example. If Josh should write an article on Numbo website,
Everybody.
nebigenda mu bolongoto, and you're not very sure. Do they see you or they see Mbu?
Thank you. And it
But-
has happened.
but-
Wait! Do they see you or they see
Don't
Mbu?
even know.
They don't know. They don't
They
know.
saw both.
Eh?
They
There's
no. The writer is sued.
Let me give a
Let me
very
ask, okay, let me ask
give
him
a
another
very
question.
simple
If someone comes and he does copy and paste from your, what's you in or white symbol?
And for me, I can't sue because
James Dana! Because you don't have that
Someone-
authority.
let's hear an example.
someone
Let's
You
hear.
don't have that
Someone
authority.
Yeah.
comes
Yes.
to me, wants me to tailor for them something. I check it. I took it then. I am the fashion designer. I'm a user again the chikola. I get this person's orders, give them to someone else without the client knowing. I check it. Olukoye welufa. If they've done it wrongly, it is me.
solely responsible.
Me.
Joshua Olimbi. Gwe kwenye
guys,
we talk to Bebe Kulu.
No, let's take it up. But I'm talking on their
He was
behalf.
given, he was given 800 million. Was it 800? 800 million. He told the government to
800,
compensate him
yeah.
800 million.
I think it is
Because
1 billion
he was-
because
okay,
this is
whatever,
the
whatever. But it was because it's not the government who shot Bebe Kulu. It was a police constable
I think,
on duty
I think let's
On
have
behalf of.
on behalf of the
some of our
government.
viewers.
Okay.
It's
but
quite
I'm glad
interesting
you're
here,
not
but
getting
you
it,
guys
because a lot of
who
people
will
there
take.
don't get it.
I get it.
Yeah. Oh, you get oh, okay.
It's quite interesting here, but you guys will thank you for watching it. I have some here, some comments. Some are very funny, but I'll just have to read that. This is the Podium. Tugumeni, he said, it's too less. Judging by the events that we have seen in Uganda of recent, we miss Mose, even
I
stupid
swear.
stuff.
Okay.
Just, I think he's trying to bring a point that we miss
Okay.
Mose.
We are wrapping up, guys. We are wrapping
Stupid
up.
stuff. Rogers boss, thank you for watching, but you don't advertise from here. Rogers boss, you again say yes, they have to pay. Is actually. Then Joseph Owino says, did the proprietors go out to deliberately hire unprofessional staff? It's too much money.
But they didn't train.
It's
They
not our
didn't
fault.
take their time to train.
It's not your fault.
Exactly, that's not my business.
You're not the human resource manager.
Thank
Chicken
you.
tonight.
You want to react on that?
I know we reacted, we are
No,
saying.
He's
she's
not the
not
HR.
a human resource manager for chicken tonight.
Mr. Joseph, you've
So,
heard
Mr.
that.
Joseph, I think you've heard that.
When you,
He goes on
a lot of
again
companies
and
are on
he says,
rotation now because they're like, oh.
But no,
says
not
what?
location.
Everybody,
It is helping
come
us
here.
oh, and this one is
scoop up
yours.
people to be there to play their job
Yes,
well.
and also
Because,
make sure you train your staff properly.
Train the people you employ.
Okay, next
Joseph
comment.
goes on and says that you're asking Owen as if he comes from where they had cut.
I think when you are asking,
I think that
That
was
what?
okay.
That what?
Is that the last comment?
You're asking Owen as if he comes from where they had cattle, like
Where
Warundi.
that change?
Yeah. No, I come from where we grow granules and simsim
And
and
Magara Simon, Magara Simon Peter says, employees of the company are like ambassadors. Whatever they do at work is on behalf of the company, whether good or bad.
Yes,
It is in the company's best interest to recruit the best staff
yes.
and instill in them core company
Values.
values.
Well, values.
Those ensonga
I think
tujigalewo.
Magara Simon has put this
Okay,
one
okay.
very
Ensonga tujigalewo.
Thank you, Magara. Thank you
but-
for watching.
Yes.
But
and
what
our
I
question
said,
younger actually.
Angela,
you
bakwese. Okay, anyway, ngatugalawo.
No, what is killing most industries in Uganda is unprofessionalism.
Yes.
Be music, be
true.
Let me
be
finish
drama,
up this.
be what?
This
It
one
is
just came in.
unprofessionalism.
This is Tugumenik. Tugumenik, thanks for watching. He says the company is responsible. They should have closed out the outlet even. We are tired of chaos in
You know,
our
abroad
society.
they would have closed in a minute.
By the way, to show solidarity,
If the owner of Chicken Tonight is watching, by the way, I'm looking for a show. People are just better vacate. I take that space.
Anyway, guys. Okay, we know Angella Katatumba as a musician, first of all. So, some people say when this thing came up, they don't know that maybe you are doing music and you just call it or something.
Yeah, I was already doing
But
music.
some people say you're taking advantage of the thing and then bringing your music and blah. You tell us some of the new projects maybe you have, what you're planning ahead.
As you can hear, everything started off because of music, of songs, of videos. So, like I said, it's just Jesus who plans. You know, I'm so religious and I know that things happen for a reason. So I truly believe the way it has happened, this whole negative thing, which has even given me at least some hope, is to see like my videos, like out of my head, doing well, and okay, much as there's a negative, there's a positive. There's the way things are balancing out.
doing well.
It's not just total loss. So there's the way the Lord does things, but everything was, the music was on track before this happened. You see what I'm saying? The music was all on track before all this madness and craziness happened. So, but for this year and next year, I'm trying to get serious on my music. I've released Out of My Head. I'm going to release They Don't Care About Us, also with featuring Kuzi KZ. And there's also All About You. Yes!
Waka
I'm telling you,
wari.
in a week we were like serious.
Waka wari.
Are we expecting some
Connection in a
concept
your wedding.
This year,
or this year or next year?
maybe next year, but this year, there's even the last song that my father had called All About You, which I've released also with the...
Is it an album?
No, just 3 songs. Yeah, it's a single, and it's the last song he had, and he loved it. You know what I mean? You know, my dad liked listening to my music. In hospital, they gave him classical music because he loved the Beethoven and Ludwig and all these, yeah. And then he said, "Angela, I want your music." I said, "No, Papa, don't worry. You know, you're not well. He said, I want yours." So he told security. Now the security was my security. He told Odich, "Go get Angela's music." I was saying no. By force, he put it there. And that's what, and he put on repeat. That's what he did listening to. So he listened to my last song. He loved it, All About You, and that's also what I'm releasing right now.
Produced by Nassim.
Produced by Nassim. And that's what
Yeah,
I'm.
Nassim
And
is a
that's
good
what I'm.
producer.
That's what I'm releasing with Out of My Head. Right. That's what I've released right now. So it's just the way the Lord does things.
Angela,
And things are
any collabs
exciting.
with Ugandan? Maybe?
No, so far none. I don't have any so far, but I'm
planning
open. Yeah, but I'm open. As long as you're talented, I don't mind.
You heard that. If you're a singer out there, you can approach her, you can approach the manager.
Can I say something?
Please.
The issue of music, you see, Ugandans, we are, you see, our music is, I should call it static. I don't know if this is the right word, because like there's some genre we always look at, and like if someone doesn't do within this circle, then it's too money. You get that point?
Yeah, I like
but
that.
I could be singing for the second or third time, like in seeing you, but talking like it's the first time. But I've known your music and you previously. If you're interested,
I swear.
if you're interested in music, if you're a music lover out there, you may not like put them on the light so much, but you always have idea or not so and so exists and does some kind of music.
Yes.
So that's what has been happening. Now, the section that is asking about music, what is the section that I'm telling you, looks at what is trending with this generally kind of people, Afrobeat, dancehall, people who are like, it is how our music is centered there.
But I wish that, now that's another thing, I love that you said that, and that's my biggest issue with a lot of Ugandans, if you're closed in a box, it must be Uganda, it must be Chidandari, it must have this beat.
Yeah.
But guys, as musicians, we have to be
diverse.
And versatile.
Versatile.
If somebody brings a techno beat, be able to ride on the techno vibe. If an artist like Kusi comes into the country with all his Jamaican blah blah, be able to ride. Right. So we have to learn to get out of the box and like be open.
No, unfortunately,
English, go with it.
Those who flow with that are the less people who are not giving attention. Now, because the majority are these people of Dandari and whatever, you find that they make the loudest noise. So I'm not calling them pick ladies, but because they make the loudest noise, you find that everything is limited. You get it, yeah.
Okay, guys, we are wrapping up the show. I think you heard she has new projects coming up, and possibly a concert next year.
A little bit.
Let me first get through this.
The last time.
Second July concert.
Where's the
manager?
After getting paid,
we are paid. Go for the concert. I'll jump after the show. Angela, I want to ask something. You seem to be, I don't know how many you are in your family, because other family members that have not really know them before them.
Yeah.
I don't want to know, are you the first born, last born, something?
We are 9, unfortunately one died. The eldest is the one who is the one, she's abroad, a girl. Then there's Alan, the eldest boy, captain who made the thing go viral. Then there's Dennis in Canada. Then there is the twins, me and Rujiro. We are twins. One owns Obama's, Kamalagala, we are twins.
Obama's, yeah. Nice place.
And then there is Ken, Ian, and Jay. Jay was just accepted at Harvard University. So, and then one died, Colin, when he was 4 years old. So there's 7 boys, 2 girls.
So, you see, what I know about dads, once they give you responsibility, because you seem like to be taking all the mantle to yourself. So the fact that your dad first believed in you and gave you even that, the fact that you were his assistant.
Right hand.
You get it?
Actually, we are talking to a diplomat.
They should give you.
You know the feeling.
They should actually. And Ugandans, that's just as I said, Ugandans we like negativity more so, which is bad. If you look at the fact that she could be trusted by her dad, of all the 7 or 8 children, and she was like, no, be my assistant, and you're there to push all these things. It is something we should
celebrate.
And like I say,
and being a girl in a country where girls are not even given land, we're still so many things. You don't have to get any. You stand there like, what are you doing? We need to change that negativity to positivity.
Anyways, are you in a relationship?
I am. Even when that went down, that's what saved me, because I went home to my man.
Do we know that?
Because kids next time understand our culture. Some of us are too jealous. What you did,
By the way,
pouncing, our was not called for.
Do we know this is
Uganda?
Do we know the man?
Don't do that.
The campaign. Kick Jamaicans out.
We are so protective of our own.
No.
We should not
They
do
can
that.
protect
Other cultures so that they can accept ours as well.
Yeah.
When you begin selfish, you say we don't want other cultures here. We shall not export ours.
Okay.
Let's welcome theirs as export ours as well. Yeah.
And
The reason why they don't
behave in the process.
is you take our culture there. They bring theirs here. That's the exchange. I remember this lady who was on TV on South Africa, Akuba Gita, who was never Bridget. She said, we don't need these borders. With our music, should be freely flowing and freely entering.
Yes.
Less people decide this is good, this is bad. So when you put those borders, we are limiting ourselves.
Yeah, we live
When
in
you talk
ourselves.
about that,
Don't say.
there is so much politics in the music business.
Yeah.
Have you faced
The politics.
the politics?
No. One, because I'm above politics. You know, when you understand what you're doing and you understand that this is a marathon race and you take it easy, you know? Like, for example, if you notice I'm not in music, I do a bit, like a few years and I drop out. You know what I'm saying? If the music picks, it picks.
So you don't have what to pick on?
So, but when you're desperate and you're running a marathon race with in a Usain Bolt sprint, frustrated, that's when you enter the politics, that's when you watch kill each other, that's when you expect a hit.
But you're way off.
Which is not, it's there, yes. But
start
it's
to drag
and witchcraft as well.
But all that is just acts of desperation. Because you're running the wrong race. You're running the right race with the wrong style. So you have to understand music is a career. When my dad built Hotel Diplomat, we've been open for over 40 years. Because he knows this is a lifetime. When you do music, if you come with it knowing, I'm going to use, you can't. It's not realistic to run that pace in something that is a long term. For example, that's what I'm saying. You can't sustain. But when you understand that you do it in moderation. For example, like you have Celine Dion, she's in her 60s. Tina Turner in her 70s, but they are running the show abroad. When they're ready, they come, they call shows, and you know, that's how music should be run. Take it easy. And not just in Uganda, even abroad, you have some who mess up big time, and they go on drugs, and they lose it because they're running the race with the wrong format. You get it? So that's why you'll not see me in the politics. It's not that serious. I do my thing, I back out. For me, it's more of a passion, and of course, the prayer is everything you do is succeeds. So, but it's not that serious. Like that's why you don't see me in that politics.
Okay, I think the difference is that the people in the race is calling that race you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is because they look at music, they look at business as a job, something like that.
Like you can't put your whole entire. You say music. What I like to.
You wake up in the morning, you think of music. You're going to sleep, it's music. You're waking in the morning, it's music.
And you think you can listen.
Yeah, because for them,
No,
they want to hand out of it. They want
most
money out
people
of
look
it.
at it
They're not
as
doing
the
it as a
only source
passion.
of
That's the
survival.
problem.
They just look at it as the only source of
But that's when they have to know music is a long-term game. So you have to add some other things. But if you focus on it as just my life, you're finished. Because my friend, the competition is
You can never match.
you know what I'm saying?
You lag behind. Somehow, somewhere.
You can't know what people will love.
Okay, guys, let's wrap up this show. Who is your best Ugandan artist apart from?
The ones I've learned, the ones I've worked with, we always do my best, of course. Bebe Cool, Butcherman, Radio, the late My Honey, Weasel, Keko. I've worked with some really talented.
So, wait. Are you giving them credit because you worked with them? Or?
Also Chameleon, I haven't worked with Chameleon.
Yeah, you have it.
I love him.
Your friends, I have seen you before.
Yeah, and he supports our businesses, so we support each other. But for me, I'm open.
Politics.
Just me, whoever is open. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I want you, as we close the show, please, your last remarks and maybe questions. If you
Okay,
have
I would have actually, because all questions have been done. I've asked whatever I had to ask, and I've given out my view from day one about what have happened. That has been my stand from day one. And I want to put it clear, like to our people out there, please, whether you have a small business or a big one, please endeavor to make sure that you employ people, because the people you employ represent you. So when you go and employ people who are I will have to call them half-baked. They're not prepared, they're not ready
Just because
to
you
serve.
want to cut costs.
Because you want to make sure that you cut costs more for your profit. In the short run you may gain, but in the long run you lose it out. Just like you used to have artists who do fake videos, now it is costing them and they would like, you get it. So my request is, all companies out there, any business out there, you're a CEO or you're the human resource manager, please employ people eligible for your job. If they're not eligible, please make sure you train them so that we don't have such problems. Because at this case, we would have lost life again of another celebrity. It would be a different story now. Please, let's make sure we employ people who are eligible for the job and who are well trained for it. Thank you, that's my remarks.
That's remarks.
Yeah.
I love your music. I love you in person. Please keep up what you're doing. And to men out there, you men, this beating is just too much. You don't have to beat a woman. I am against you people touching our skins then. Hey, we invest in this. Please, keep your hands to yourselves.
Okay.
Please. That's final comment?
Last remarks.
Just to, first of all, I just want to thank you for accepting to be here.
Thank you.
that's also part of it. And I want to thank Manager Brian. When I got Manager Brian, he never gave me any excuse like
Manager Brian, you can
or what.
No?
But I just want to thank you so much, you know.
Another thing, and
Thank you, Tafi.
you know,
so much.
we have a lot of people come from different backgrounds. Some people might not understand who you are, like exactly who you are, before maybe they sit with you or talk to you. Personally, I had a different perspective before we sat together and talk, and this is the second time maybe we are. Yeah, I'm not saying you are bad or what, but you know, you just look at someone and like, you know, maybe she's this, maybe she's this. Till you get some time, till you get some time, you sit her down and you say, this and this and this, what really happened? And maybe she explains and you really get, okay, you understand. So, people take you, you know, like you are a diplomat, you are goddess, you know. So, to me, they expect a lot, of which it is okay, because it's also part of it, you know, you just have to understand. So, also, whenever you're doing your things, I'm not saying you get yourself from who you are exactly and become someone because you want to praise them. I'm just saying, just if you can, just find a way of adjusting and get all of them here. Just you can do that. Otherwise, you're good, you're fine, you know. Thank you.
Okay. First, because it's a group of young people, but we have big dreams. Thank you. So thank you for coming around, and this is the podium. You can always come back another time when you feel like, maybe when we invite you. Yes. So that has been it for me, and thank you for. I saw you doing some charity. You used to do some charity.
Yeah,
you still do.
I still do, and I truly believe. But
actually, you should call the podium. You know,
we can go live, like
we can go live because they are with this
whatever. Personally, I love charity.
I don't.
You can help us sign up.
I'm so impressed with what you're doing. When I got in, I got the manager said those guys are even more serious than television stations.
Banang, thank you, manager.
Yeah.
Brian Ricky.
Brian,
manager Brian.
Brian, yeah. Like that is how respected you are, and also the fact that you take advantage of the social media is brilliant. So keep moving. You're ahead. You're like ahead. And when you're ahead of times, a lot of people don't understand it, but by the time they catch up, you're billionaires. So keep it up. I swear to God. And then to Ugandans, a lot of people are watching just like a few seconds. I've realized that an AKDF, Angella Katatumba Development Foundation, is going to take up, believe it or not, as much as I'm being tough on these guys, it's something like tough love. I've realized that a lot of Ugandans are ignorant to violence. They think it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. People are beating their wives, people are beating each other, it's not okay to be violent. Abroad, you touch someone, you're in. That is how serious it is. Like, people, life is precious. So there should not be any justification of, no matter how much you're provoked, walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Go report.
Go report. Go police.
Use that judicial
you don't have to
system.
prove each other who is stronger. Please. Just treasure your lives, treasure each other, and walk away. So this is going to be my next. Unfortunately, it's going to be tough love, but this is going to be my next lesson to Ugandans to show them that, guys, women, men, do not allow violence. Even if you're being beaten up, walk away. Whatever money is not, it's not worth it.
Put them out there. Talk. Put it out there.
They should even respect life. Someone's life, like seriously.
Okay. Thank you. It has been the podium. From I've been your host, Josh, and we had our guest, Angella Katatumba.
Casey Berry.
Yes.
I prefer to be called Uncle Owen.
Uncle Owen.
Yo, Zambo Clinical Engineer.
Yes. And I think, thank you, Brian, for this opportunity, and thank you, Angela.
And producer Fred.
And producer Fred.
Oh,
Close.
all artists, like, we reach out to them, and they're like, I'm coming. Or let's do next thing. We are really grateful,
yeah, we are
because
grateful.
It is the new stuff. You see, social media, the live videos people have been seeing is being abusive. Someone is talking bad, someone is doing this, someone is this, but now, when we brought up this, we see that there's a very positive response.
And it's because of you people changed the response.
People tell us, like, the stuff is good. We've not been seeing this. We see people do live videos, but what they do is abuse this, attack. We are really grateful, and for artists who are always there, actors, everybody in entertainment, producers, whatever they are.
Okay, yeah. I think, thank you. It has been the podium on www.mbo.ug. Always follow our stuff on the website. gonna amawulire gabera all around East Africa gaberako. So you can even keep giving us feedback on what chetwongeramu chetukendeeza. But thank you for watching. You've been many, and Magala, Simon, Peter, Tugumenig, Joseph Owino, Rogers, you're many, Magisha King Brian. Thank you for watching, and we meet again on Thursday, 7 p.m. same time, and we'll tell you who will be bringing on the podium. But thank you. It has been it from us. Good night.
And cheers from all of us.
Salut!
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.